Good morning, I'm Terry, and welcome to TARDIS Spider. Today, the Halloween theme in new Doctor Who. Halloween stories in new Doctor Who. When we looked at Halloween in Classic Who, our starting point was the broadcast dates of the stories. This is not how we can look at New Who. Overwhelmingly, stories in new Doctor Who are broadcast earlier in the year, with only a few broadcast in October. So where do we start? How about with Fear Factor? In a previous video, I discussed that New Who does emotions better, and I believe that. To get to the point or end of a story using emotions as a baseline, it wraps things up quicker than the flow of character development. Now, fear, of course, is an emotion, and New Who is much scarier than Classic. So, our baseline for what could be a Halloween story is fear or scare factor and the theme style of the stories. So, through Series 10, here are 12 stories that I chose as possible Halloween stories. The Unquiet Dead. In 1869, the dead are not staying in their coffins, as ghostly figures reanimate the recent dead. An empty child, the doctor dances. During the London Blitz, a powerful and unearthly child in a gas mask is searching for his mummy. Tooth and Claw. Slow-motion kung fu monks, Queen Victoria, and a werewolf give this story a late October feel. The Impossible Planet and the Satan Pit. With the Doctor and Rose trapped in an orbit around a black hole, an ancient evil threatens all. Plus, this is a scary introduction for the Ood. The Shakespeare Code. Not really scary, but it has witches and magic. Maybe. Blink. To many, and to me, this is the scariest Doctor Who story. Even though it is Dr. Light, you can get new fans for Doctor Who with this story. Midnight, a story of isolation, fear, and finally possession. The Vampires of Venice. The Doctor, Rory, and Amy face vampires in the City of Canals. Night Terrors. The Doctor makes a house call to save a child, and the Peg dolls are truly terrifying. Listen. An unseen, unknown terror, and it's part of the Doctor's childhood. Mummy on the Orient Express. Invisible except to its victims, a mummy kills on a space train. Under the Lake Before the Flood. Ghosts of the Dead are after more victims in this base under siege story. Now, all of these stories either have a good scare in them or the appearance of a classic Earth scary. Which ones are the best stories for Halloween? I think Blink, Midnight, and Listen. All three give you a good scare, and unseen fears are sometimes the most frightening. So enjoy these, and enjoy my classic Who choices for Halloween. And for a recommendation this week, I suggest The Ghost and Mr. Chicken starring Don Knotts. My kind of scary movie. Now, this movie is not included with any of the subscriptions that I own, but it can be rented on several channels. So, good night, stay safe, enjoy your journey through time and space. Take time to social distance, wear a mask, and most of all, love your friends and love your family. Good night.